And here we are with game number 2 of the finals. Trig Esports against Got No Fans. Trig Esports is leading 1-0. Trigg banning out Kali. Got No Fans banning out Geb. Interesting, as seeing as Geb made it completely through game number 1 without being picked or banned. But that's alright. We're going to see Circuit being banned by Trig Esports. Got No Fans now has the option. Wonder if they're going to risk giving up Sylvanas here, or Nox, or
I mean,
Giannis.
Sylvanas is they're going to give away something, like I said in the last game. There are so many strong gods right now that you're going to give away something. Like, as long as you ban out the ones that are really, really, like, just really, really difficult to deal with in a competitive setting, especially with ones with high skill ceilings, aka Circuit, there are so many options available to you just below that you can ban something and get away with, especially getting rid of Zalius Amana, who was one of the big factors in the last game. Zalius was able to just dive completely into the backlines and crush people.
However, we're going to see Cubo Thor on the table. Thor. So Cubo Fred gets his Thor back. That's scary.
I'm expecting Trigg to start applying a lot more early pressure this game. Something we've seen them lacking in the past games, but this means Raffer will pick up Hercules, and Demi has his pick of the litter as well.
Yeah, don't know if I'd expect to see a Hunter here or a Jungler here. Obviously, Hunter, they have pick of the litter as far as they could pick Apollo, Rom on her, Freya. I'm actually surprised we didn't see a Freya ban here just because Funballer is playing Freya so well. But understandable as far as the bans that we did see. So we're going to say...
Naja.
Well... Now, early game, Naja jungle wins very well because if Naja can get his stacks up and stay alive, he does very well. He's got a lot of survivability. Does very well
he brings a lot of damage to the table from a ring toss, lots of crowd control, and here's the thing: the big issue with Naja is when it comes to the team fighting phase. His job is to get in there and take somebody out, but he takes himself out of the fight as well. And if he can't get that kill, he will just go in there and he will die horribly.
My biggest problem with the Naja pick is the fact that you picked Naja second. Third god overall. That means that there are 7 other gods plus 2 bans. That's 9 slots that you skipped over where you could have put him. I mean, obviously you take the 2 bans out, we're back down to 7, but there's still plenty of picks later in this whole round that you could have done. So Zalia is now going to pick up Ra, possibly for the mid lane, but could possibly be solo, and we're going to see Trixtank getting Sylvanas. Trixtank going to do quite well. This Emilitu hovering Anubis. I thought they were joking with Naja, and obviously they weren't, so... Oh,
well, Naja was an insta-lock, so... I mean, they didn't have time to joke with that.
Oh, there's always time to joke with Naja. So we are going to see Isis being hovered on here by Emilitu. Sayo is one of the kings of Isis, so I like that pickup. Very solid, sort of a comfort pick for the mid lane. And kind of an early game comp here as well. So we're going to see what they ban out here. Could ban out Freya, could ban out a Hunter. Either an option. They do have first pick after the bans are done. So that means that if they ban out one Hunter, they can pick up the other one, etc. So we're going to see what they do pick here, or pick to get rid of here, I should say, as iRaffer does have the option.
You can expect it to be the Hunters being taken out here as... This is the thing that makes most sense. We also see an Agni coming down as well from one of these teams, but not sure about that. But I wouldn't be surprised if Trig picks Agni as their mid laner here and have Robbie the solo lane.
Interesting decision to ban the ROM out here. Don't hate it, don't love it. Simply because Trig has had no demonstration today that they have a very solid ROM. Yes, Funballer is a very good hunter. However, he's been insane on Freya. We're going to see the Apollo ban coming up from him as well.
Funballer is able to play ROM, so I'm not really surprised by that ban, honestly.
No, but at the same time, because they banned out ROM, that meant that Trig just banned them out. Optics is going to lock in Chronos. Would not be surprised to see a Chronos solo or ADC here, seeing as Optics is the jungler. Swapping directly with Ninja Dimi does make a fair amount of sense. But Funballer hovering Ghoul over Freya. Interesting decision there.
Actually, it's a very aggressive form of AD carry right there. Lets them get in everybody's face and brings a lot of crowd control to the table. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Funballer looks in. Agni also being locked in immediately right there. And we've seen Agni banned a lot, and every time he shows up, Agni just absolutely crushes the map and drops bombs on everybody. And well, it's about time we see him come out again in these finals.
Indeed. So what we are going to is a very interesting setup as far as the on her being last pick, and now Sayo is going to be hovering on Ao Kuang. Ao Kuang been doing incredibly well in the solo and mid lane today, surprisingly enough. Though, unless it's a Naja, but there's still no ADC. Like, I mean, I guess Kronos can be ADC. It's interesting, and it's not. I guess I just want to see where these are going.
It's very likely to be a Hercules support on Iraffer. Emilito does have Kronos, that's a Kronos AD carry. Sayo holding on to Kwang now, probably going to trade that away, and I don't think this will go as it's probably going to trade that over to Optics. That will be in a Jha jungle. Demi bringing out the solo lane on Ao Kwang, and Sayo bringing us Pat into Dice.
Alright, and I like that if solo lane Ao Kwang can get off the ground. Problem is if Ao Kwang has a hard time getting going, he's toast. He has a very hard time getting anywhere.
So he's going to be dealing with Azalea on Ra.
Especially
Ra's a very stable character, and if he can't get the surprise matchup on him, that's one of the. I don't know if Ao Kwang will be able to take out Ra here. Ra will be able to outpush him. He can stay safe from Ao Kwang's aggression, and he can heal up any from a poke he might take. It's going to take a lot of coordinated jungle ganks, and well, got no fans. The perfect team for some early game aggression right there.
Yep, so we will see what happens with that. So we will be back in 3 minutes after Spectator finishes with its countdown. This is game number 2 between Trig Esports and Got No Fans. We'll be right back. This is the First Blood EU tournament brought to you by TierMonster.com and hi-rez Studios. We are live with the action in Trig Esports against Got No Fans. Trig is in the lead 1-0 in this best of 3 final series. So Got No Fans, this is do or die for them. Trig Esports in the blue trunks, bottom side of your minimap, left-hand side of the Spectator UI. We have Lobster in the mid lane on Agni, Zalia in the solo lane on Ra. Funballer and Trix Tank making up your ADC, making up your duo lane ADC on her support, Sylvanas and Cuvofred in the jungle as Thor.
Meanwhile, so we got No Fans. Bring out Sayo on Isis, Ninja Dimi on Ao Kwang, Iraffer on Hercules, and Emilito on Kronos. At the same time, we've got Optics bringing out Naja.
So, relatively standard start coming out here from the boys in red over on Got No Fans. As far as normal as you can be, of course, with a Naja and an Ao Kwang. But that said, I'm looking forward to it. Kronos.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you forget that Smite has a little girl in it, so.
We're not talking about Scylla. Talking about the Prince of the 12 Realms. But anyways, we're going to.
Wait, he's a prince?
We'll talk about that later. Anyways, Kronos is starting with a Warlock Sash Rush, which I like, simply because it's going to give him a little bit of tankiness. It's going to give him a lot of power. It's a very solid start indeed, in my opinion. Though not having a Vampiric Shroud may make things a little bit difficult early as well. Though actually, we see Ninja Dimi starting.
We see Iraffer starting incredibly aggressive. We got to come in for the flank here. Oh, they might find a good one here. There's a lot of danger. Lobster in a lot of trouble, so I got to dash away from it. Raffer actually going to find. No, it's going to turn around, and there's his Optics will be the first to fall. Now Cuvofred in a lot of trouble. Zalia trying to find it, but he's going to block and body block as well. But at the same time, Lobster will fall right into his loving arms. Cuvofred will walk. Emily picks up a double kill. Zalia will fall to Iraffer right there. Triple kill, but Trigg picked up the first blood, so they are ahead in kit. They're actually ahead in money. But they're not going to be dead long enough for them to lose farm as well.
They will actually be losing a little bit. The interesting thing here is the fact that Got No Fans will actually lose their blue buff, and now they're going to lose their red buff as well, because Trix Tank and Funball are like, okay, we'll go take free farm. And I like this decision by them to immediately go over there, and now they're doing this red buff, and now we're going to see Raffer and Emily2 go, okay, there's no blue buff. But the red buff is gone as well, so the damage has been done. We now see gold is only 100 or so. We're effectively washed at this point. The big thing is the fact that we do see level 2s and level 3s in the dual lane, and now Trixtank and Funballer are in a little bit of trouble right now.
Yeah, right into a stun, right into a pull right there. No pushback built. Unfortunately, Trixtank should fall down right there, and Raffer going completely crazy.
Indeed. Well, speaking of crazy, jumping over to the solo, and we're seeing Zalia in a lot of trouble. I just realized Silo is in the solo lane, and this is a mid lane Ao Kwang. Okay. Anyways, and so Silo is beating up Zalia.
There's pull right here. Funballer in a lot of trouble, gonna get caught out right here. Impale does keep him safe for another day, and Emilito just barely gonna be forced out of this one. but they're still going to look for the dive. Raffer diving deep, is going to try to find it. Great time rip does connect. Looking for the pole, going to try to find it. He goes a little bit deep, going to get tossed right into a wall, and down he goes. Raffer's going to make his way out of this unless Trigg can find a route, finds the pole maybe. Raffer now trapped with the minions, pulled right back under the tower. Stun does come out on a Trigg, and Trigg should be out of here, but Cubo Fred's ready to spin and cause some trouble. He's only level 2, they're going to spin and Aladdin is going to get pushed away right into the wall. Cubo Fred could fall down here. Looks to teleport away with the hammer as well. And Trigg on the back foot right now, but got no fans. Putting the pressure down as here comes Optics. Has the ring toss and has the bandage as well. And he should not be able to find the actually getting some Trigg right there, but only going to be a stun and a pull right there. And not really applying any pressure off the back of that.
No, actually, now we're going to see Sayo rotating over to the mid lane, so we're seeing a lot of lane swapping here, which I really do like to see with a comp like this. Oh, Emily 2 is going to go down. I left thinking he was going to be alright. He proved me wrong. Funballer got the kill there. Funballer now doing relatively well for himself. Caught back up. He is now at level 4. Unfortunately, I think the worst part is the fact that Cubo Fred is 0-1 and 1 as Thor and is level 3 compared to, well, we've got the quote mid laners, since I think Sayo has settled back down into mid lane here. Mid laners are both level 5. The support for Got No Fans on iRaffer is level 5. And then everyone else is level 4 right now, which is huge. Actually, Aokwang is level 5 as well over in the solo lane. Would expect to see a little bit of damage here onto Zalia. But Ninja Demi is actually doing a surprisingly good job here of keeping things cleared for the most part and contesting Zalia quite well.
But Raffer playing that second jungle role going to be in time for the mid camp as well, and they're going to secure both of these most likely to secure the first one on the left side. Raffer sitting at level 6. He's actually ahead of Optics right now. Optics more of a support role, but Cubo Fred should be catching up quite quickly. Optics only just now hit level 5. Going to be lurking around looking for his first ulti, actually. Going to go actually for the red buff and be able to steal this one away. Sayo is coming at Trigg, has spotted us out. Lobster should be able to collapse on this as well, and they're going to take the safe way out of here. But Cubo Fred can't catch him. Getting caught by a Vengeful as well. Going to go up into the sky as well. Here comes Sayo. We're going to drop it down. But he's going to get caught out here. Stun ball. This is going to finish him off with the stun ball as well. But he's caught in the path of flames. Ulti did get popped right there. Sayo going to fall to the Doctor Path of Flames. And here comes Zalia, ready to drop the lasers ever. We're going to miss his shot, but Optics is going to escape, and Ninja Demi will go into Dragon Form, going to dash away from that ultimate right there. But Trigg finds the shot and finds the kill.
As for, however, over in the Gold Fury pit, we do see iRaffer and Emily2 doing their best to try and actually take out this Gold Fury here. Gold Fury at 60%, iRaffer taking it up a little bit too much there. He's incredibly low. However, Optics is here, so he can help out, apply a little bit of damage. And Gold Fury now at 20%, and Got No Fans has taken the first Gold Fury of the game at 425 in the game. However, there are reinforcements on the way, but Trigg does not really have the pressure right now.
They don't have the pressure, and they don't have the power either, sadly, so going to be forced away from Sayo, going to find a stun ball, going to get another stun to right, double stun right there, Silence as well, going to try to find Swingus coming out. Trigg gets a lot of damage, but Trigg so tanky right as the fog doesn't get dropped by Ogden, try to just bomb it out, and going to miss the stun, but going to pressure them away from them.
So we're now 5 minutes into the game. 4-7 is the slash line. Got No Fans in the lead there, but only there as they are only 600 experience ahead. They are 1,400 gold ahead, but that is less than that Gold Fury is worth, meaning that they've actually been losing the farm battle so far. Good Gold Fury.
It seems like it starts this way for Trigg. Almost every game they fall behind a little bit in the early game, but make some good calls in the mid to late game and end up taking it away from there. But can Got No Fans carry it through this time is the question.
That's a very good question. I think it's possible. Especially as we do see Emily having his Warlock stash online and starting to get it stacked. Once he hits 50, it'll be worth more than the Ethereal staff, and once it hits 100, it will be second only to a fully stacked Book of Thoth. So they'll be doing quite nice for him. Jumping over to the Soul, and we're actually seeing Zalia going very low to Ninja Demi here. Ninja Demi is going to ult up, actually just throw him up in the air. Ult was not enough to execute, but however, it is enough to then get the kill afterward, and then he will stealth blink away. Loving that ability combination, making me want to learn how to play Aokwang again.
And Ninja Demi doing absolutely incredible things this game, and well, Sayo's gonna have to check things out with the stun ball right there, but not really gonna find anything to see. But at the same time, stun ball, Raffer is gonna just duel it out with Trigg, gonna get rooted out by the passive right there, and just drop a ward on the speed camp that has just now fallen.
So we're going to see Raffer coming back to lane to help out Emily 2 a little bit. Funballer doing a very good job of boxing with this Kronos, who is a level ahead of him right now. However, Trigg and Cubo Fred are in the area, but it looks like we might have a bit of a disengage right now, though Raffer does get rooted out by Trigg. Trigg doesn't want him to rotate just yet. We are going to see that these mid camps are off at a bit of a weird angle, but Optics and Sayo blow up that right side very quickly. And now they're going to collapse down a little bit here onto Kubo. And nice stunner. They're actually going to stop Kubo from teleporting. And now we're going to see him getting taken up into the air. And now we're going to see him come back down onto that Isis ult. Going to get nated. Optics is going to get the last kill with that ring toss. And that is going to be another kill in favor of Got No Fans. They are now ahead 4-9. Looking over at the dual lane, Emily2 and Funballer just kind of looking into Ninja Demi actually going to execute Zalia over in the far right lane. Funballer, though, in a little bit of trouble still against Emily2, especially now as Raffer is here. Nice driving strike into the wall. Funballer now going to get time rifted. Really rather significant. Nice dispersal, but gets pulled perfectly by iRaffer. And I was going to go into Desperate Fury, but it's not going to be enough as Emily2 is going to get the kill and iRaffer is going to survive, but only just.
So close, but so close doesn't count on the MOBA, unfortunately. iRaffer going to make his way out here, but Lobster trying to let this one not slide at all, but I think he's going to have to let this one go, and I can say Ninja Demi looking an absolute monster this game. I mean, the man is on fire.
Is doing amazingly, and I think what they did there was actually put him in that mid lane first against Agni, simply to actually going to see a Vandersloss right there into Cubofred. Cubofred does stun out quite nicely. The Optics, though, is beating him fairly hard as he is a level ahead of him, and a level 8 Thor doesn't have a whole lot of protections, especially with just boots online. Left side mid camps are going to go the way of Lobster, though, unless Raffer can somehow steal that away. He will not.
Yeah, Raffer not able to steal it away, and they're going to just get both those mid camps. They're going to get one of the left side mid camps, so definitely a nice little win going in favor of Trig Esports right now, but Got No Fans sitting safe and sound at 3k gold ahead at 8 minutes in, and that's a pretty solid lead. One of the biggest leads we've seen. Cubofred going to come crashing down, going to get their kill into Ninja Demi right there, and well, time for Trigg to start finding the momentum they need if possible, but I don't think Optics wants to let that happen. Launcher going to dash away immediately and trying to apply the pressure right there, but Optics... Trig Esports is on a bit of a timer here. So they have a very early game focused team comp, and as long as they can force Trigg to lose too much in the early game, they can win this. But if Got No Fans is on a bit of a time limit here with their team composition, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, each team has their weaker early game players. You obviously have Hercules, their weaker late game characters. Sayo on Isis. Isis falls off mid game and then comes back on late game. Optics on Najat. Najat turns into kind of a walking ultimate late game, especially if he starts to die too often because of his built-in Heartseeker, effectively. Over on Trigg, though, you see Sylvanas falls off late game. You have Thor falls off late game. You have everybody else does reasonably well, though. But also, if you go back over to Got No Fans, you have a late game beast in Emily Kronos. And a late game beast.
Very true, and sitting at 3-1 as 3-1-3 as well, so gonna reach that late game a lot sooner, actually.
Definitely true. So 11-5 now at 9.5 minutes in. Very solid lead. 2,500 in both experience and gold. Gold Fury has respawned. Surprised that Got No Fans hasn't tried to sneak another one yet, although it looks like Trigg might be considering it. Actually, Cubofred's going to go up into the air. Let's see where he comes down. Actually, Najad just came back down as well. Optics going to kill Lobster. Cubofred is going to miss. Going to have some help though with that Wrath of Terror. He's getting the Funballer's going to get the kill with that. Excuse me, Desert Fury, and this might be a Gold Fury attempt now, except there is Emily2 waiting in the wings, and Funballer is out of mana.
Yeah, Funballer's out of mana, going to dodge away out of the stun. Now Trigg's trying to make some happen here. Here comes Cubofred, ready to make this happen. Raffer is in the fight as well, going to jump over the wall and just escape. There's a 4-man rotation coming out of Got No Fans. And they're going to try to find it. Goes for the pull. Not going to find what it needs. Sayo looking for somebody, but they just like turn around and go straight for the gold tree after they get this blue buff right here.
Indeed they are. And really, they've got a lot of damage. We see that Okwang has his Talon Cricket online, doing a lot of damage right there. Emily2, 59 stacks and climbing quite nicely. Sayo actually premature detonation ever so slightly on that Spirit Ball, which is unfortunate. However, nice driving strike right there on the Trick Snake. Ross comes in. Got No Fans gets the Gold Fury anyways. And now we'll see if anybody has to pay for
that
transgressions.
bolt just bounces off of the wall that Thor dropped. Unfortunately, they're not going to deal any damage. Timer does go out, trying to finish off Trick Snake. Trick Snake will fall to Emily2 right there. Winga's doing a lot of damage right there. Great stun by going to Lobster. Lobster going to dash away from this. Emily2 going to get stunned right into the wall. Forces the ultimate out, and Ninja Demi picks up Zalia in the backside of this encounter. And they're trying to find that again. Raffer so low right now, but going so aggressive. Funballer going to get caught right before he can leap away, but going to finally manage to get out of this one. Gets to no man left, and Cubofred, Funballer, and Lobster all just barely escaping with their lives at the back of that. I don't think their towers will be as lucky, though.
Their towers will definitely not. Mid lane tower, easily. Dual lane tower, probably not, but definitely plenty of pressure. If this was any later into the game, even if it was 16 minutes, I would not be surprised to have seen Got No Fans rush for the Fire Giant, but it's simply too early for them to try and take the Fire Giant out, at 11 minutes in. So that's going to be the end of that engagement. Now 14-6, huge pull. Now we see experience at over 6,000, gold difference over 5,000, both in favor of Got No Fans. So this is exactly what they needed to do to get ahead early and keep going hard. And Najat working on what would either be a Deathbringer or a Malice, most likely, for the procs of his ultimate, both of which are also very good in my opinion. Some people, though, of course, are not huge fans of Malice, but it applies a bleed effect to the ultimate, which is quite nice when you come down from it.
Quite incredible. So I'm going to look for a stun there, but not going to find anything he needs. At the same time, they've done a good job of pushing Ninja Jimmy's tower when he's not there, even when he is there, because Jimmy doesn't really have the greatest of wave clear.
Definitely. So Ninja Jimmy, though, is going to just... Really, I think they decided a while ago they were going to have sort of two junglers and that their solo lane was going to suffer a little bit, but really Ao Kuang is all about the kills, and sitting at 4-2-2, I think Ninja Jimmy's doing all right.
Yeah, I think he's doing a little more than all right, actually. He's got quite a nice bit of farm in his pocket as well. Gonna just pop into a stealth, try to walk up on Zalia, but Zalia does know something odd is in the work there. He's gonna completely burst him down there, pops ultimate, goes from the sky, and down goes Zalia, and Ninja Jimmy is still aim on.
Yep, jumping over to the left-hand side, we're going to see Thor going up into the air, ultimate being popped by Emilito as well to get out of that engagement. Optics going out of there as well. Funballer actually going down to iRapper, so we're going to jump back into the middle of this engagement. We're going to see Thor coming down and missing iRapper. Rapper should be fine, healing up. Now they're actually going to re-engage as we do see Sayo here as well. People friendly, a lot of trouble. Nice silence as well, nice pull, and he is in a lot of trouble. We're going to teleport away though, but Emilito is waiting for him, and now Optics is coming for him as well. Nice usage of the Berserker Barrage, could have done a lot of damage, but unfortunately not enough. Now Trixtank getting stunned out a lot after pulling in iRapper. That's unfortunate. Now iRapper trying to apply damage wherever he can. Trixtank falling very low, going to do the best to heal. However, Blank coming in from Sayo. Sayo's going to get that kill, and now Lobster is in a lot of trouble. Nice stun onto Sayo. Sayo is going to beat that perfectly though. Going to steal some protections from Lobster, and Lobster should be going down here. Oh no! He kills Sayo though, and now Raffer is forced to let him go. That is unfortunate for Got No Fans, but overall, they definitely took the win.
And now Raffer actually trapped on the wrong side of the tower. Lined up here, Zalia could find a great snipe. Gonna find it. Oh! It's not going for the second snipe. Falling a little too short. Almost played there, but Optics just dash right in. Gonna find the kill. Might go down here. Lobster does get the kill on him. Now Elito is in a lot of danger. Zalia gonna walk right in. Has the sure thing, but the archers will secure him, giving the assist away. But no kill for Zalia right now. Now Raffer, looking at the lazy back, actually might be in danger here, but gonna make his way out of here. And Got No Fans coming up huge to the back of that. But Trigg finding some nice return on the end.
9,000 experience, 7,000 gold, both in favor of Got No Fans, and Got No Fans took 2 towers out of that. That was the big thing, because after Zalia died...
Didn't lose a massive, didn't lose as much as they could have, but still losing a massive amount.
Definitely. So the big thing, though, there note is the fact that Got No Fans did, or more specifically Ninja Dimmy. Ninja Dimmy killed Zalia, took out the tower, and then went back. Zalia died and then rotated over to provide some help to his teammates, and it appears that we are in a stasis mode. To prevent any more stasis modes today, we are going to pause, wait the full 5 minutes before we have any problems, and then hope that we don't have any more problems for the rest of this match. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Thank you for your patience. My name is mTarget. My co-caster is Souza. This is First Blood, presented by TierMonster.com and hi-rez Studios. And we are back, and hopefully we will not have any more issues with the stasis mode with spectator client. So once again, we are at 14.5 minutes in. Got No Fans is leading 19-8, but they are down in games 1-0. So Got No Fans does need to finish this game out.
They need to finish it out, and I think they have what it takes to finish this one off. As we've seen Trigg fall behind in the early game, but never this far behind. It's going to be interesting to see how far behind they're able to play from. Same time, we do see Got No Fans grouping up around the Fire Giant, trying to bait it out. Looks like they're attack. Actually, they try to go for it here. They're trying to stay hidden away here, and they actually have more than enough damage to finish off. They're taking it down so fast right now. Fire Giant actually will be falling down in a few seconds. Got No Fans secures a Fire Giant at 15 minutes in, and this is looking really dire for Trigg right now.
It definitely is, and Got No Fans, it needs to continue to apply this pressure as much as possible, because, well, if they don't, then they could have some problems later. Right now, though, sitting, as we said, they are ahead. They are ahead by about 8,000. They were ahead by a little bit more not too long ago. 9,000 now, actually, in fact, and about 7,000 in gold, which is a very big lead, but they need to be able to capitalize here, because if they don't, they give Trigg a massive opportunity to get back into this and try and catch back up. Everybody on Trigg is very far down in comparison to their counterparts on Got No Fans, which means that if they have any chance at all to regain any sort of this disadvantage and make it into a more equal-footed game, then we will see
yeah,
a
Optics
very
did
good
it cut out here, right here. Right here, there's a great bomb from Agni. Agni gonna drop stuns on everybody, and Aegis command of Optics right there to keep him safe. Looking for the rings right there, gonna deal so much damage from Optics, but Funball gonna grip a great impale to keep himself and his teammates safe, but they're just gonna loop around to the middle tower right there. Sayo looking for a stun ball from Ice, is trying to find Lobster. Lobster almost had caught out there by that stun ball, but gonna be safe and sound for the time being. At the same time, Emilito will be pushing right onto the tower. Gonna go right on the Funball. Funball taking so much damage. Pops the beast to stay safe. Juking around his own pillar right there, but gonna leap away for safety. And the heal from the Fire Giant should be taking on Emilito, so he can stick around here all he wants. At the same time, there's gonna be a catch right in the middle of this rotation. Caught in rotation. Azalea gets the kill into Optics. Optics now dead and gone, but they're gonna go find it. Sayo will finish off Lobster in the background. Great pillar will separate the two teams, and now Ninja gonna get caught by Thor right there. Cubo Fred coming dashing down. This could be the option they need to get back in this game. Now Trigg actually is gonna try to dive. Plus a great Thor wall will catch him down. And they're gonna try to find it. That's a great bit of getting coming out of Rapper. Rapper gonna keep Sayo safe for the time being. The dot is ticking. But Zalia will find the beam, and he will go down. Now they turn on Emilito. Emilito will find the stun onto Funball right there. Body looking coming out from Trigg. We're gonna get pulled right into the action. Rapper will pick up the kill right there. Now Kivo Fred 3v2 right now. Can they make it happen? Kivo Fred gonna spin to win in the middle of nowhere. Nightmare. It looks like a nightmare right there for Emilito. Emilito picks up Trigg in his kill. Now they're turning on the Rapper. Rapper gonna just keep Zalia zoned out of the fight. As it looks like Emilito's team is completely push Cubo away. One more stun will be enough to do it. There's a beam coming out of Zalia to keep himself running as fast as possible. And Rapper just gonna completely push this down. It looks like Trigg, what may have been a good fight for them, turns completely sour as they're still fighting. So now Emilito's actually get caught out. This could be a great end here for them as Emilito will fall and Cubo Fred survives. Lobster picking up the...
That was huge for Trig Esports. The fact that Emilito stayed way too long at the end there was massive, and now we see 22-12. Those kills, though not major, if we take a brief look, yes, they lost one tower, but they only lost one tower, and they didn't actually, after that entire fight, the graph leveled off a little bit instead of continuing to go
they got rid
in
of the
favor
Fire
of God
Giant on every Rapper.
Yes, which is huge. We are going to see them we are going to see them first being Got No Fans. Got No Fans is working on this Gold Fury, taking it down relatively quickly. Rapper's going to show up, beat on it a little bit, and then drop his Hog 3. There we go. Gold Fury once again going the way of Got No Fans, and we are going to see a bit of a disengage here. Beautiful impale from Funball is going to keep iRapper away. iRapper is going to miss the pull as the disperse is used. We are going to see the speed buff going the way of Cubo, but that should be the end of this fight as we actually do see a blink away from Ninja Dimmy as Kwong does decide that he does not want to try and fight a giant tree and a small, strange man.
If I ever see a small man on a tree outside my house, I kind of tend to run.
Yeah, so, anyways, with that said, we are going to see Optics kind of hanging out here by this lane. He knows that they can see him.
He knows
the way that Trigg is
acting. Though. He knows I can make something out of the Great Pillar coming down, just block him out of this. Optics taking a lot of damage. It looks like Funball is going incredibly aggressive. Gonna pop that gun, try to find him the Desert Fury, and of course the ultimate out defensively of Optics, and Optics forced to run away with the ulti there.
I'm jumping over to the mid lane and the right side jungle, though. A little bit of pressure here coming out from both teams, really getting a little bit more, was being forced by Trigg, but now Got No Fans is just saying, we're fine, we're going to push right back in on you. And now a Fire Giant buff has fallen off of everyone involved. Raffer is chasing Lobster hard. Cubo Fred now going to drop the wall and keep him off of that. Now applying pressure to his mid lane once again. Emilito popping his beads. Emilito is doing his best to try and press this power down, but he does not seem to quite have the power for it yet. Which is interesting considering that, well, he's got a Demonic Grip and a fully stacked Warlock Sash. That's normally more than enough for a
Also,
Chronos.
Thor is up in the air, and there's going to be a fight brewing any moment. Now, they are plumped up right there. We're going to come crashing over everyone. Right from Sayo. Sayo has popped the feet, standing in his own ultimate. Wrath of Terror did come out as well. Sayo's just going to heal up a ton right there. Great Wall will completely block him out. Rapper will find Lobster in the background. Now they're trying to find what they can. Rapper doing his best to kite about, but Emilito will find Cubo Fred as well. Now they're trying on Rapper. Rapper needs one more shot to finish. The bandage toss will miss. Ninja Dimmy taking so much damage. Pillar will block him off right in there. Very simple coming out. Gonna completely chunk Funball out, pops the beats, and runs away. But Emilito nowhere near done. Gonna dash forward. Gonna find Zalia with his stun right there. Great Root will lock them both down on a time rift. Will keep them from applying too much more pressure, and looks like Trigg is out of mana, so they can just apply pressure elsewhere if they want to.
Indeed, so I think what we're going to see is possibly a Fire Giant attempt here, but I kind of doubt it. Optics is waiting in the wing. He's going to come onto Azalea here, actually going to miss a little bit there. Azalea is out of mana but full health. Optic's gonna go and actually hit Funballer, chunking Funballer hard. Gonna try and ult Funballer, but Funballer will be in his ultimate, meaning that he is CC immune. Optics was in the Aegis, but will go down here most likely, and he does in fact fall to the dot from Trig's tank, but that doesn't matter.
But it was buying time as Fire Giant is about to fall down here. Fire Giant does kill Sio though. Their plan has been given away. They're gonna burst this down as fast as possible, or else here come the cavalry ready to steal this one away. Rapper has to get this, but Trigg
steals it.
Will get this Fire Giant. Now they're gonna get the revenge kill here. Thor comes dunking down, finds Rapper with the stun, and finds Emilito with the kill. Teleporting and gets the wall, gonna find Rapper. Rapper blocked in, one spin to wedge again, but Rapper gonna wedge his way out of there actually. Smite comes across, barely gonna miss Rapper, but Trick's tank coming for the revenge, gonna lock Rapper down. Rapper gonna dash away. Kibo Fred gonna find it with the spin to win. Shutdown money going to him, and now this is the chance that Trigg needs. They're gonna push onto this tower and find a lot of money here and even up the score most likely. There is still 18, there's still 10 seconds on Optics. They're gonna press on and get the mid tower as well. It's gonna be a huge swing in favor of Trigg right now.
This is massive. Just a few moments ago, we were looking at over 10,000 in gold and experience, and now 5,000 gold, 3,000 experience in favor of Got No Fans, and there's a Fire Giant buff burning on just everybody on Got No Fans. This is insane.
Like, the gold deficit is almost minimal now as long as they get back and buy. They're going to try to block this out. Funball doing a great job of disengaging there, and they're just going to block off the pillar. Not going to find the tower, but going to find a lot of damage on it. It's one hit away from death, but Lobster walked the wrong way, but has to dash, and Sunball does detonate a little too early.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, just not quite having the range, and so we should expect to see them back here as there is no gold free available. So maybe doing this, I mean, they need all of the farm they can get as everybody is still sub 20, but at this point Funballer has caught up to Emilito and will catch up to him in items in just a moment. Azalea pop back up as well, almost. He's about a level behind still his solo lane counterpart. Lobster has caught up very nicely indeed to Sio. Even though he is still behind, he is nowhere near as far behind as he was just a few minutes ago.
And especially with that Fire Giant taking on them, as soon as they get these buys going down, I don't think there's going to be much of a deficit at all after that.
Indeed, we certainly
like,
will.
Considering Fire Giant, counting Fire Giant into the picture.
Especially counting the Fire Giant, as some people do believe that the stat that it gives you are worth about 3,000 in gold, meaning that for your team, meaning that the gold difference is really only about 2,000. Again, statistically speaking, which of course can mean any number of things that you would like it to. Anyways, we're going to see Trig's tank in a little bit of trouble here. Raffer is going to go onto him. However, Raffer is now actually behind Trig's tank in level, which is interesting enough. But we're going to see a bit of an engagement starting here. Optics is trying to get out of this fight. Raffer is trying to find somebody to fight. Lobster's just going to run away though, and Optics trying to find the backside is going to miss with his ultimate and his ring toss. Now we're going to see Thor going up into the air, trying to find somebody. Raffer incredibly low here. Sio trying to zone for his support. You're going to see the weakening curse coming out from Raffer. Ultimate coming out there from Cubo Fred, going to stun out Raffer. Now we're going to see Cubo Fred going into his spin to win, trying to find somebody. Ninja Jimmy is going to go down before he can kill Lobster. Lobster goes down to Emilito. Nice ultimate coming out there from Celia as Raffer goes down. Optics was in his Aegis, but that's just going to be a Polaroid win, and that's going to be a dead Emilito as well. Now Sio is in a 1v3, and he is low. Bees are popped. Just missed the stun on one. He's going to go down. That is a deicide. Surrender vote has begun, and I think they have the time to finish.
Trigg is going to turn around. They have 30 seconds on Optic, 25 on Raffer, 50 on Sio, and 30 on Demi. They've got more than enough time to pressure up to one of these Phoenixes. This is the turnaround that Trigg needed. The gold deficit means almost nothing now. So they go 3 for 5 right there. 2 for 5 right there, and they're going to get 2 towers. The gold deficit will be completely gone. They can get a Phoenix and start pressuring even harder, and I think Trigg has found their way back into this game.
They now have the experience on their side. Only one person, 2 people on this map have now hit level 20, meaning that it is a almost perfect, true chart. At this point, though, not totally. We're going to see Raffer popping his weakening curse, trying to do something here, but he's actually getting chunked down pretty hard as Funballer is just focusing the Phoenix quite nicely. So Ross Knight coming out, going to just barely miss Ninja Dimming here. Funballer is dedicating a little bit too much there and is going to die instead of finishing off that Phoenix. That's a little bit,
Yeah, nothing you really want to give away right now. Zayla going to be forced to just drop as many of those as he can to get away from the situation. And he's going to be chased down by the dunk squad of Got No Fans, and going to be forced to walk over to the Q. Fred going to drop a wall to keep his team safe. Teleport away as well. Kwong trying to jump over the wall. Might find it, looking for the stun from Najah, but not going to find anything they need. And they're going to be out of here. Going to secure the gold tree if they can, but actually a great stun coming down. Bees get popped immediately. Wall does come out as well. Spin to win coming down. Trying to get Najah. Najah might fall down here. Ratscare does catch her. Going to be forced to ultimate away defensively, but here comes the rest of the team. Thor in the skies, ready to come crashing up. Dunkfire a little bit ahead. Great ring toss, gonna keep him safe. Wall does lock him down, but a great pull from Raffer. shooting on through Cubo Fred dancing through the ultimate, and he's gonna be fine. He's out of there, but here's Lobster ready to fight. Emilito is gonna backside this one as well, trying to shoot some damage. He is taking so low as well, and Cubo Fred still being aggressive as well. They are all at full health on the side of Trigg, and there's only 3 people here ready to fight. Emilito just auto-attacking and running. Ninja Dimmy gets caught out by a great root there from Trix, and now they're going to try to make their way out of this one as the rest of them have backed off. And now Sayo is here, ready, willing, and able. It's a 4-man push through. Only 3 here and only 4 alive. Great Sunball does connect on the Trix, but Trix not really looking for anything else. It looks like Sayo's going to win Gusto.
Indeed. It looks like we're going to see a bit of a rotation over to the mid lane, and Trigg is going to try and push up the mid lane as best as possible. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Fire Giant attempt here, though Got No fans cannot afford to let their far side Phoenix go down, so they need to make sure that their waves are pushed up properly.
Yeah,
actually
no mistakes. Actually, see Raptor starting something they could get this right here, but I think Trigg smells this one coming. Funballer going to move in as fast as possible. They're trying to burn this one down as soon as they can. Funballer is going to drop the pillar to try to zone this one out. Gun does come out. Desert Fury trying to deal as much damage as possible. Funballer
Trigg steals it.
Trigg will get the gold tree again. Now they're going for this Ninja a little too deep here. Going to not find his kill right there. Trigg's tank fighting this one out. And here they go into the air. Thor's going to find the dunk. Raptor is taking so much damage. Sayo's so low as well. And crash onto the cluster. We're going to find everybody right there. Raptor so low. Sayo low as well. They're going to try to find the damage. Lobster going deep onto Sayo. Looking for the flame wave. Not going to find, but Optics barely missing everything he needs. There he goes into the air. Emilito going to take him down. Ninja Dimmy going to find his kill as well. Zelia finally picks up Optics as well. This is a huge fight. Emilito's so low as well. Who's going to get caught out here at the same time? Everybody else is doing. Funballer will find him finally. And Zelia does get taken down by Sayo. This is a huge fight, but Funballer coming from the side. Everybody's so low. This could be a cleanup here for Funballer. Funballer just needs one more shot right into a wall. Down he goes. Turn that Emilito. There he goes. Double kill right there. Triple actually. Now turning on to Ninja Dimmy. Ninja Dimmy's out of mana and stealth. Funballer hunting this one now, but Funballer can make so much happen even without going for Dimmy right now. He can just shove down the middle lane. Dimmy forced to run back to his base instead of backing. He can just back right there, but it's not going to be nearly enough, and they're going to get this middle tower and a lot of pressure onto the Phoenix as well. And Dimmy's got to be careful, but so does Funballer. I'd be a little worried dealing with the qual.
Well, if I was Trigg, I would probably just be thanking Trigg's tank and singing his praises.
Everything I can.
I would. That was beautiful. Trigg's tank saved the game from them twice now. Both of those Fire Giants they have taken have been steals from Trigg's tank, so beautifully done by them. And at this point, really, it's coming down to I'm surprised that Funballer went back, because Funballer is often a much more aggressive player, but at the same time, I understand and respect it. So we are going to see a bit of a reset here. Funballer still does have Fire Giant on him. They're going to try and push up a lane. I would really like to see them try and apply pressure to this duo lane, this long lane side, and try and get that Phoenix burned down. Everybody is back up for both teams, and we actually see that Got No Fans is still ahead in terms of levels. Everybody is 20 or 19 except for their support, while over on the other side, we still see the jungler and Cubo Fred sitting at level 18, which is a little bit rough because those last couple levels are very important in this late game fight as Thor.
Not to mention Lobster is still sitting at 19 as well, so gonna need that. But Trigg's tank going deep as possible, trying to root somebody out of their. Raptor is still sitting at level 16 though, so he's very far behind. And being down at levels as Hercules at this point doesn't matter as much, but still not a place where you want to be. Trigg's tank just trying to find what he can, gets a root onto Optics, so just mostly zoning them out of the fight as the team is able to push in. They're just going to go right on the Trigg's tank. Trigg's tank, and you got some right where he wants a Wrath of Terror, going to catch them all. Great snipe from Zelia right there. Trigg takes Optics so low in the dot, is taking down on them. They're just going to force their way right into the Phoenix, and they take it down to 4. Everybody else can respond. Here comes Raptor trying to find a pull, not going to find what he needs, forced to just jump away from this one. Now Ninja Demi is taken out of this fight as well. Sayo trying to find the damage he needs. Cubo Fred is going to be forced to walk over to them. The heal is going to keep them all trucking onwards, but now Cubo Fred gets caught out by Ninja Demi, trying to find someone, goes into the skies, but they're going to be crashing down onto anybody he can right now, going to crash away into the bad side of this one, going to make his way with the teleport result. Raptor trying to just get in there, gets stunned out by Cubo Fred, though. Great stun from Agni's bombs right there as well, and the pillar is just going to completely deny everybody right there. They're just going to make their way away and take a Phoenix as well. This is looking amazing for Trigg right now, and an incredible comeback.
Well, the thing is that we see that there's
Actually,
no
They're
stop.
going to pull in Lobster right now. Lobster's going to jump away from this one, though. And that pull was not enough, but Trigg's tank looking for some more damage and prompts the whiffs onto everybody, trying to find the fight, just dash through everything. Optics he's put into the forward right there. Gonna survive long enough. Now Lobster's the one in danger, gets knocked up and not executed. Gonna finally get killed off there as Funballer jumps into the backside of this. Lobster will take out Raptor at the same time, though. Now they're turning on to the jungle right there. Cubo Fred gonna block him off with a great wall. Ninja Demi is one whiff away from death. He's gonna fall right there to Sylvanas. Now Sayo is alone. Ultimate does get detonated on Azalea. Blinks forward, tries to find him, gonna get the Spirit Ball detonate, but he will fall down. This is gonna be the end of him. Emilito, last man standing, pushing on through, gets the mid Phoenix in return, but I think Trig can push on through and maybe try to find this, trying to stop Kronos from pushing anything out. Emilito's going to walk away from the backside, but it looks like the rest of Trig is going towards the Gold Fury, and Cubo going to be forced to defend as well. This game is just getting absolutely crazy right now.
Well, oh, wow, I don't know. I mean, great. Overall, that was one for Trig. But the fact that Got No Fans was able to come back, kill 2 of them, and burn down that Phoenix as well, that means that there will be no lane of minions pushing in on that mid lane, because there will be 2 sets of fire minions attacking each other, which will be the equivalent of a clean slate once again. So, Got No Fans is definitely starting to lose their grip. They are now behind in gold, actually, by about 400, so effectively nothing, but they are still technically behind. They're behind in experience, but again, most of that is lost to the void of level 20, but it's huge. Trig has made this massive comeback, and they made it at the perfect time.
Ahead in experience.
Again, experience doesn't matter, though. It's lost to the void.
Yeah, every 20, except for supports, and Trig's sitting at level 19 as opposed to Rapper's 17, and it's like not too many defensive stats that they're losing here. Trixting is a little bit out. They're going to pop the Magi's Blessing right there, and they're going to just group up around the Fire Giant looking for the fight, trying to find the stun there. And Lucha will find the timer stun right there, trying to find Lobster right there, might bring him down right there. And Lucha forcing the open right there. Great catch there. Now Trixting trying to find the Wrath of Terror, maybe. No, he's just going to pop the whisk and walk around Rapper, trying to find a pull onto Zalia, but Zalia not getting caught out right there, and they're just going to let him back away and try to re-engage as soon as they can. Cubifred going over the wall. Funball needs to be careful. Going to pop a pillar to keep himself safe. Rapper just getting in there. It's also going to be a Fist of the Gods. Funballer in a lot of danger. He might end up falling down here. Raptor just come down. Here comes the rest of the team. Cubofred in the air, going to come crashing out right into 2 people right there. Now he's going to just jump away from them. Lobster gets caught out by a stun right there. Dashes away with the CC immediately. Here comes Ninja over the top. Gets the execute right there. Going into the sky. He can now make this fight go huge. There can jump on whoever he wants to. But there are a lot of members of Got No Fans so low right now. Here comes Funballer trying to find something. Rapper is going deep for this fight. Cubofred is back in this as well, going to get pulled in as well. Now Emilito is so low though, he has no ultimate build. Trixtank trying to find a pull on him. Cubofred's going to spin to win. Funball in a lot of danger. Objects doing so much damage right now, but he's taking up the Phoenix. Desert Fury does going to find Optics Polaroid shot as well, but he's trapped under a Phoenix. Dashes right into a wall. Down he goes. Maybe, yes, he does go down now. Rapper should fall to the Phoenix damage right there. Right, if not, Zalia will be there to secure the damage right there. Sayo so low. Snipe does come across, misses unfortunately, but you keep going for it. It is a 4 versus 3 right now. Looking for the stun ball. Stun ball does miss. Wall doesn't miss, however. Spin to win. Ultimate is ticking. Can he get healed up enough? No, he does not. 618 crit there from Funball. It is now a 2 versus 4. This should be a Fire Giant over to Trigg right now as support is down for Got No Fans. Only no Hog 3 available on their side, and this should be a Fire Giant going down in favor of Trigg.
That's going to be a Fire Giant so fast. The only chance that they have is for Ninja Dimmy to have some amazing lucky play here. But really at this point it's 25%. It's gone. Trig Esports has that. Now they're going to try and push down this middle lane as they do have that very, very low Phoenix waiting for them.
Not to mention Lobster had respawned, so he did get this chip. He did get the Fire Giant as well, so Lobster's wearing the Fire Giant. All 5 members of Trigg are wearing Fire Giant. This is looking good for Trigg and Grim for Got No Fans. They can just shove on through to the Phoenix. Apply the pressure. Stun does miss from Emilito right there. Gonna take down the Phoenix, actually just barely missing it right there. One shot should do it. Rapper gonna get stunned out as well. Sylvanas trying to find the damage, but just gonna barely dodge away from the pull. Gonna have his Magi's pop right there, and here's the rest of the team ready to fight with the Fire Giant ticking away. Gonna heal up quite nicely, and it's gonna get a little crazier. Phoenix 1 hit away from death. Rapper gonna pop the bolt and just take down the minion, but no damage available from this. Gonna get trapped by the pillar right there, slowed out and weakened as well. Funballer gonna try to get caught out there, but great crits going down onto him, dealing a lot of damage. Zalia in an awkward position, gonna drop the Wrath of Terror. Zalia trying to heal himself up right there, and maybe gonna skip. Yes, he will. Ninja Demi gets his Mad Eyes popped as well. Now the Trick Tank just trying to fight around in the middle of nothing. Cubofred in the skies, looking for some kind of damage, not gonna find what he needs. Now I'm looking for Lobster. Lobster, just a lot of dancing it seems right now, and
at this point,
trying to heal up right now.
Everybody sort of backed off a little bit. Great job, great hold by Got No Fans. But really, at this point now, Trig Esports needs to back off just a little bit, make sure that their baby Phoenix is able to regenerate to full health, which it looks like they've done a reasonable job of doing. But they do need to be careful because Got No Fans, and
they can't just let this Fire Giant tick off. Is the thing as well.
Well, that's just it. Is that Got No Fans is playing just so head over heels that they're doing such a good job of they're running headlong into them. And Trig Esports doesn't know what to do, and so we're just going to see this insanity go where Trig gets countered by a full wall back in the face. It's not even like Got No Fans is trying to hold and bend. It's, nah, we're just going to run right at you. It's like trying to stop a truck. Except instead of just stopping the truck like a wall, you're charging back into it as your own truck.
Ooh, Tristan takes a ton of damage right there. They can come for a great collapse here. Here comes Ninja Demi from the backside. Rapper taking so much damage. Boulder does get popped. Stun also comes out to Emily. Emily taking so low, but Rapper below health at half right now. Delia trying to keep himself alive. Rapper should fall down here. Looks like Funball dealing so much damage. Gonna jump away. Wind Gust is coming out. Ross across the board. Gonna catch a lot of damage. Ninja Demi does fall right there. Saya will pick up Funball in the backside. Thor in the sky looking for the damage landing. Gonna probably crash onto Optics. Optics in a lot of trouble right now. There's a great stun coming down. Actually, Saya will get caught right there. Polaroid shot coming down as down he goes. Rapper and Emilito, last man standing versus the tide of destruction known as Trig Esports with Fire Giant. Can you keep it alive? Got no fans. That is the question. Or is this the end of their run? We'll find out in a few moments, ladies and gentlemen, as they're going to pressure down towards the Phoenix. Funballer is down for the next 40 seconds, but so are Ninja Demi, Sayo, and Optics. This is going to be a close call here.
4 for 2, only 1 damage dealer. I don't see how Got No Fans can hold this. I believe in them. I would love to see a Game 3. This has been insane, but at the same time, Trig Esports has been...
Actually, the damage on Kronos right now is insane. Lofty's absolutely chunked out there, but he has 2 heals ticking away on him right now. They might want to make something happen. Looking for a bull, though. Not going straight for the throw here. Ninja Demi should be up in a few seconds. Trying to just pressure as many Phoenixes as possible right now. Gonna get all 3 of them most likely, and they're just forced to defend this, so they're gonna last long enough, but no real damage on Emilito available right now. Gonna try to drop the auto attacks. Not gonna find the timers at all. They're just gonna absolutely take these down. Raw Snipe does come across. Emilito taking so low right there. Gonna get caught right there. Lose everything. Forced to pop the ultimate. Cuba Break gonna find the Phoenix. Teleport away. They're gonna try to chase this one down and maybe get something cut out. Wall does come across. Gonna go into the sky. Gonna be safe and sound. Most likely crash down away. Trick Tank just doing his best to zone everybody out. And Zalia / Lobster should be out of the fight. Gonna drop the heal. Maybe try to fight someone out. Actually, Wrath of Terror does come down. Maybe gonna fight someone out. No Raw stuff available. But the Wisps are gonna deal a lot of work right here. Wrath of Terror on such a low cooldown right now. Emily's just trying to life steal up as well. Ninja Demi gonna blink over the walls. Here comes Lobster and Funball ready back to fight this one out. I think they're gonna go for it right now, ladies and gentlemen, as they're gonna go deep into this. Rapper taking a lot of shots. Funball actually chunked back down to half health. Optic's gonna dash right into a wall with the ultimate right there. Taking a lot of ticks in the path of flames. Now Cubo Fred teleporting back to his team, trying to heal up and be ready to fight this one out. Charging in is the rest of Got No Fans, though, but they've lost all their Phoenixes, and it's gonna take one somewhat good fight out of Trig right now to win this game.
I'd say Trigg just needs to pick a lane and go for it, and they are all up, and they are all ready. They've all gone back, and they've all bought. And at this point, there really is not much for Got No Fans to do beyond turtle. They have to turtle for a solid 3 minutes to make sure that they get all of their Phoenixes back up. And the problem is that even if they are able to turtle, Trigg can decide if they want to go kill this Fire Giant for free, which is what it looks like they're thinking about doing.
Well, they're going to do it, but I think Got No Fans is going to make a last-ditch effort to just contest this. It's do or die for them right now, and I think they're going to pick to do instead of just dying quietly.
Oh, I'm definitely not something that they would like to do. They are not the kinds of players to go quietly into the night. And so iRapper is going to do his best here to try and harass Trixtank, but Trixtank is going to be that support that he has been all game and simply bully out the other rest. And now they're going to burn down this Fire Giant 70%, 50%, and falling rapidly. Trixtank doesn't even need to worry about trying to hog it in time as they are chunky.
Yeah, Raffer trying to make something happen. Not going to get in there in time, though. Raffer going to force to dash away, though. Going to get caught by the wall. Going to get teleported down. He might be in a lot of danger right now. Raffer could fall down here, but he's so tanky, and Trig Esports actually supposed to go straight for the throw here. Going to try to come around. Lobster going to just completely cut him off. Raffer in so much trouble. Got to dash away. Pops his curse as well. But they're going to get stun coming out of Azalea. Azalea going to just drop him down. Shifting Desert Fury does come out. Going to take him down. Trix Tank just zoning everybody away from him. So they're going to find a great stun ball on Azalea. Azalea taking so low. Any bit of damage should take him down. But Azalea going to get a lot of healing coming down right into the healing zone. Just looking to just heal up almost instantly. And even though Sayo has so much damage, they just have so much healing as well. Optimus caught on the bad side of this fight right now, going to get zoned out by the pillar. One shot could take him down if they want to go for it. Pull does miss, but the Magi's Blessing was available in case he did get pulled in, and they've got to make something happen. They do have 30 seconds available on iRapper. Going to just go straight for it. They could turn on Optics, so Optics will come for the flank. Against caught by the symbol. Going to go on to Cubo Fred. Cubo Fred going to the sky, so he can't go for the ultimate. Optics is going to the Polaroid as well. Going to come crashing on top of him. Going to dash away, but he might get caught out here, and he's going to get caught right away. Now Trix is going to find the Wrath of Terror onto all three members right there. Sayo and Alumni are going to get rooted out as well. Pulled right into the danger zone. Going to blink away to safety, but now the Titan is in danger. Fire minions bearing down on it. The stun ball will catch on Azalea, but Azalea gonna heal up as well, and they're gonna be fine to just push on through this. Gonna bring minions with them if they can, and they're just gonna go straight for the throat now, I believe. Titan is under attack, taking down to about 75%. They could bring it down. 4 members alive versus 5. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. They're gonna go for the fight. Stunball will miss. Actually hits on the Funball. Funball will get annihilated right there, and Lito in his own Aegis as well. They're gonna be forced back by Got No Fans. This is gonna be a close one here. I don't know which way this could go. Phoenix are respawning now, but one shot it immediately.
I say this is exactly what Trig wanted to do. Trig said, alright, we know that we can't burn it down before the Phoenixes respawn. Let's wait for the Phoenixes, kill each Phoenix as it respawns, or at least kill 2 of them, and then get back into this fight.
They're giving Sayo a chance to just completely nuke them down is the thing.
This is true, but at this point, though, the Titan is at 64% and falling rapidly, so they have to decide between fighting them or fighting fighting the minions. We're going to see Cubo Fred diving in deep. You're going to take out that Phoenix in just a couple hits. We're going to see Ninja Dimmy try to do his best. We're going to see Cubo Fred going up into the air. He's going to probably dunk down right onto the Titan.
Onto the Titan. Titan is in danger. Trigg's going right for it. Going to compression on the other side. Actually going to finish off this last Phoenix. Ninja Demi will finish off Zalia. Now they're going to just completely have to commit to something. Titan has healed back up to 75%. They're going to be forced away from this. Actually, as everybody but Cubo Fred and Trigg are dead. Trigg got to run for his life. I don't know if he can make another. Yes, he will blink away. Cubo Fred and Trigg on their way out of here, and the Titan is at about 70% right now. Phoenixes are all down on the side of Trig, Got No Fenza now, and Trig forced to run away from this one.
Indeed, Trig is, and at this point, we are at effectively full end game scenario. Everybody's at almost full items. You got people starting to buy red pods, elixirs, everything else like that. A lot of time going to be spent dead as well. That fight actually went on for so long, though, that Funballer, who died relatively late in the engagement, he died about midway through it, had enough time to go through a full 60-second respawn timer and still respawn. So Funballer is currently off in the jungle grabbing himself a speed buff, and now we're going to see them try and mount a defense, as we do see all 5 members of Got No Fans barreling down the mid lane, even though hi-rez is only at half health and low mana.
There's actually only 4 as Sayo is flipping off on the left side here. That comes Cubo Fred going into the sky. He's going to come crashing out. That's a great rat. They're kicking out 2 people. Cubo Fred will come crashing a little too far away, but can spin to win on top of Emilito. Emilito going to come back full health and full, not full mana, but full cooldowns actually. Sayo getting a little bit of pressure going down. Lots of pressure spread across the map as the rest of Trig should be respawning and ready to fight now as well. And this is going to be a real weird game for the rest of the side.
It's going to be a very, very close one indeed. As the blank in from Trig's tank is going to catch Optics. He's going to drop the Wisps as well. He's going to get the pull there, and they should. Oh, the wall does miss from Cubo Fred. That is unfortunate indeed.
Out with the BZ pop for cooldown reduction. They're going to find the wall. They're going to find the backswing. Optics forced to run away with that ult right there. Now Zalia is trying to find the shot right there. Trig's almost able to find it. Like, ooh, just barely going to have his Magi pop right there by Raffer, and Raffer going to force him away from this one.
Indeed. So now at this point, 38 to 38, 43 minutes in. Gold doesn't matter. Experience doesn't matter. It's all down to who can get the better team fight in this 6-slot plus game.
How much is that? A 6-slot slugfest, and well, it looks like he's picked up a Titans man. They're ready to just go straight for the throat. It seems everybody trying to find an item that'll just give them any advantage they can get. Ninja Demi is going to get caught up by Trig's tank right here, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. He is going to have his Magi's pop, but Trig's not going to take that much damage, it seems, but Raffer might have something to say about that. Coming in from the backside, maybe going to find him, going to get the pull onto him, going to push Trig's tank right into a wall, but here's the rest of Trig ready to fight, and they're just going to disengage right now and just wait for the Fire Giant. I don't think Got No Fans can contest with them without giving something up.
They can't. And the thing here is that that Titan's Bane that we just saw Funballer pick up, he bought after he sold his Chin Size. He bought a Chin Size in that slot and said, no, this isn't working for killing the Titan. Give me Titan's Bane instead. And well, that's exactly it. It is a Titan's Bane. And they are now, all 5 of them, full health, full mana, or close enough to that. And they are barreling down the mid lane. They've got wards. Reasonably useful, but really they know where they're going, they know where their opponents are, and they're skipping waves of minions, mainly because once again though these Phoenixes are getting ready to respawn. Trig's tank getting a little bit too deep here, a little bit too fast, but that's okay because his teammates are now here. He's going for a little bit of that aggression, and they're going to try and zone out here.
Yeah,
they do need to be careful though.
He's just trying to pressure this one around. Stun is going to miss from Emilito, though. This Phoenix should be respawning any moment now. Time Rift will miss, though. hi-rez trying to find what he can. Sayo just needs that one stun ball to find what he needs, but Trig's going to get fished in by Raffer right now. But it's Trix. He's not the one you want to catch into right now. Looking for the Rat that just trying to zone everybody out. Sayo in a lot of danger as Trix is just menacing him right now. Zalia might get caught out of there, but no, stun ball does miss on everybody there. Funball gets caught out by hi-rez right now, but he's going to pop the beat. He's really going to try to find the Desert Fury right now. Thor is up in the sky, going to come crashing down onto anybody he can. Sayo gets absolutely crushed right there. Now Raffer going to get hit by the Desert Fury. Alpong tried to find it, going to jump away. Not able to find the XC right there, but Raffer will finally take him down. Ninja Dami actually finds him as well. Now Cubo Fred trying to spin around, trying to find the damage. Ross Knight does miss on the backside, and Zalia is trying to find any damage again. Lobster gets chunked up and away, but he's going to get pushed into a wall by Thor. Thor going to be great damage there as Lobster will find that last shot onto Raffer. Cubo Fred just needs one more shot to take down Optics. Lobster going to turn his attention back to the wave of the Titan. Cubo Fred will bring down Optics into 4 versus 1. Ninja, can you be a hero versus this wave of destruction as both other Phoenixes have fallen down? It is Emilito back in the action as well. It's going to be a 4v2. Can they be the heroes that their team needs? I don't know. This Titan is below 30%. Spin to win coming down off. Just gonna toss him up in the air. Cubo Fred so low. Great double kill right there by Ninja Dami right there. The Titan is so low. Trigg's able to just walk into it. Rosnak comes across. Good game, Trig Esports at 45 minutes, 42-41. What was that comeback?
That was a notice to every single one of us who was either going to watch or wants to play against Trigg. They said, kill us in the early game or we are going to kill you. And that raw snipe at the end, I think really just capped off Xaylia saying, we're done with this game. We won this. Time for us to go home. We want first place. And that is exactly what they did. And that was a beautifully long
I think
fought... They earned it. But quite frankly, if Got No Fans had won that game, they would have earned it too. Either one of these teams is rightfully deserving of first place. And for today, in this best of 3 series, we did see Trig Esports take it 2-0. Got No Fans gonna have to come back after Worlds and see if they can do something better as a not do something better. I mean, second place is very, very solid, but obviously you could tell the way that they were playing that they did not want to lose to Trig today.
If you're gonna debut, that's how you're gonna do it in an epic 45-minute matchup like that, and a great series like this one.
Beautiful series indeed. So that is going to wrap it up for us. My name has been M Target. My co-caster has been Soza. This has been the First Blood Tournament EU edition, brought to you by TierMonster.com and hi-rez Studios. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for sticking it out with us through all of the technical difficulties. And we hope that you all have a wonderful week, and hope you tune in next week to see Smite World Championship coverage live from Atlanta, Georgia, brought to you by all of the great folks over at hi-rez. So thank you once again, and have a good evening.